Hey, I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Jerry.
Now with more
Dan.
And Steve.
and less Sarah, Jerry, and Sark. Hey, it's Brian Posehn. You're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Fuck you, Ken.
Hello, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Fucking yeah.
Ken was dancing.
Oh, no.
Let's do a couple of quick donors.
Yeah.
Who sent us this one with the dad
Oh,
card?
that's dude gave me that
yeah.
Indianapolis at Joker's Comedy Club. Thank you, everybody who came to those shows. There was a bunch of nerd poker people.
It's a dad card. It says, thank you, Nerd Poker. Dad is slashed out for always encouraging me to tackle challenges, try my best, and take the high road. Can you plug my friend's new book of Gods and Dragons by Charles Habakkuk? It is literary fiction about D&D as it relates to modern life. Available on Amazon. I think we plugged it, Bradley. Let's see.
We're gonna use all this money to pay for this song, by the way.
Blackie and Hug. Joel Watson.
Parody of the
Thanks, Joel.
tune.
Got a little card. Nerd Poker friends, thank you all for the excitement and laughs that your podcast has given me. Not only has it caused me to have to pull my car over in tearful laughter, it has also prompted my BF and I to start our own game.
It also caused me to accelerate through some farmers markets.
Watching him express his creativity as the DM while our friends and I check every prison packet for diamonds has been a joyous addition to our relationship. Thank you all for the time you put into Nerd Poker. God damn it, this music. I intimately understand the scheduling nightmares now. Lacey, also known as Darsha Dwarf Cleric. Thanks, Lacey. She put some cash in there.
Honky tonk.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, crisp fives.
And then, got one last thing, one last note. They just gave us $1. They'll explain why. Here, please accept our humble $1. We're poor students. Thank you and the rest of Nerd Poker for the weekly laughs. You guys give us fond memories of our old campaign. Keep tracing dicks. Much love. Terry Dinothalin and Brandon Einar. P.S. Enjoy the double chocolate chip cookies.
What? Wait a minute.
I did. So here.
Oh, Brian.
Thanks for the $1.
I'm going to share it with these guys. Come into the bathroom for a minute. I want to show you something.
Oh, no, cookie gas.
This
I hate toity cookies.
nice girl in Kansas City gave me, couldn't afford to really, to kick in, so they gave us $1, and they're very nice. And then she gave me this giant bag of cookies. And this dipshit lady who's not my fan was waiting in line or not waiting in line. So she cut in front of people and came over to my cookies. They're clearly chocolate cookies.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Is that prop meat?" And I go,
What? Prop meat?
"Yeah." She's trying to be funny, but
What?
not good at it.
No, those
And then
aren't
I go,
I don't know what that
I didn't
means.
even know. I'd never heard of those two words
I think it was
together.
like Guar show or something?
So I go, "I don't know what you're talking." She goes, "Is it prop meat? Is it prop meat?" She says it twice because I heard her say it, but I also made her say it again. 'Cause I was like, it makes no
prop
sense.
meat?
So I would go, "What?" And she goes, "Is it prop meat?" I go, "I don't know. No, a fan gave me cookies." She goes, somebody made you cookies?" I'm like, "Yeah, it happens. You fucking weirdo." And then I go, "You're cutting in line of the rest of my cutting in front of the rest of my fans." This woman was just so clueless. But that was her in. Like, I'm going to go up to him and I'm going to say, "Is that prop meat?"
And get in line.
And then he'll take a picture with me. But that's not how it went down.
What the fuck?
Instead, yeah.
I hate her.
Yeah, I hated her so much.
Vote
So then,
no on prop meat.
yeah. So then, she is sour, and now the end of the line.
Wait.
Yeah, she's. I send her out. I go, no. There's all these people are waiting. Get away.
They're
So
here-
she goes away.
They're here propped up to meet me.
Yeah.
They're waiting for
then-
his prop meat bit.
I get through the line, and these guys are with her, and they go, "Hey, man, can we get a picture?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Can I be in it too, or no? Or you don't want me in it, do you?" And I go, "I don't care. You can be in it. Just
In someone else's picture.
just drunk
wrong with
attitude.
people?
No, she's with
They're
them.
her friends.
Okay,
She's with them.
okay.
But she was drunk?
But she's drunk and attitude-y,
That explains some
and
of it.
she's mad at me because I kicked her out of line, and
Right.
that's never ever happened to her in her life.
Right.
This fucking entitled cunt.
Because she has
And-
prop meat radar.
Yeah. So
Can you say entitled on the show?
now she walks up because I said, yes, you can be in this picture with your friends. And she pretends to blow me. And I fucking run out of the picture so fast. Like she drops to her knees and pretends like she's blowing me. Hilarious.
Who are you, Buck Dharma?
Woman I've never met. I don't even get that Blue Oyster Cult reference. But
Wow.
be nice, bring me cookies, don't be a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
prop meat.
Hey, let me do a read. There's I got a 20 from somebody.
Oh,
I got a 20 from Joel Watson. Do you know Joel Watson?
yeah, I called him out already. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't write this on the back, but I want to give a shout out to Max, who came up to me at midnight taping and said hello and gave us his best wishes. So can't remember his last name, but his first name is Max. I remember that because that's my dead cat. I'm sad.
Way to go, Max.
Anyway, that's it. Thanks.
Thanks, you guys.
The end.
Oh, and
No,
Ben
no meat.
Steckler in Indianapolis.
No, I'm eating
Ben.
prop meat.
Prop meat.
I got a bunch of prop meat in my
Prop
mouth.
meat. Do you? Are those prop hot dogs?
If you go to a comedy club and you know you're funny, like in your gut, like you're really funny, but you did what's called buying a ticket, do what people who bought a ticket do and shut the fuck up. You might be the funniest person in the world, but guess what? That club's got open mics.
Yeah.
There's opportunities to post your,
Here
your
goes Dan
jokes
again,
like
you guys.
like prot meat on Twitter and see how many people favorite the tweet that just says prot meat with no context. If nobody favorites it, maybe you're just a dumb piece of shit who likes to interrupt people and cut in line and masturbate into a rusty gutter of a church. But who cares? Nobody ever wants to meet you.
You don't matter.
Nobody wants to hear your jokes until you've proven you actually know that there's a silence of crickets and the maw of the abyss opening up in front of you as you attempt your
I hate the
shitty brand.
and also the paw of the abyss. Me and Paw of the Abyss are gonna fight off some revenuers later.
This guy, I did a show on Friday when they announced that gay marriage was okay or whatever. And this dude in the crowd kept screaming, "You're gay, you're gay."
Awesome.
And finally I said, I've been doing a joke for like 2 minutes that includes me putting into context my own appreciation for the gay community, and you're shouting, you don't even know what happened today. Like, people are gonna die and be alone. And he goes, "But I'm gay." And I go, "Are you really gay, or is that woman next to you who was also not listening for the duration of the show not your date at all and just your beard?" And he was just like, "I'm gay too. Come here. Look at me." He stood up and was like trying to wave me over.
Oh, go back to Glendora.
God. You know what I fucking love the most too? Like, at the worst comedy club, they all have announcements saying, "Don't fuck with the fucking shows. Don't be a fucking idiot."
But they don't mean me.
But
They're talking about
and
other
then
people
the
that
best
aren't
comedy
funny. I'm
shows,
hilarious.
they hit that note hard.
Yeah, I know.
The best run rooms in the country, those are the places where they make sure you know that a couple of times.
There's some rooms that forget to make an announcement.
No, I know, but most places, I can't think of a place that didn't tell you to fucking shut the fuck up.
Heckleys?
And then people still,
Heckleys is a horrible club.
yeah, Heckleys. I haven't gone to Heckleys in a long time.
They turn the lights off on you for a reason. Like, it's
Right.
when you start a comedy show, they don't flip the house lights on and be like, "All right,
Yeah, anybody got anything?
who's got the goods?" It could be any of you today. There'll be someone on stage, but he's just some asshole we pulled out of the alley.
Yeah. It's up to you guys to make this a show. Anyway. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I
I get a
just
couple
needed,
of comedians in a room.
I needed something on a podcast
Get a
for
couple comedians
when
in
I
a
go
room,
to
say
jail
prop
for
meet and it's
murdering
over.
that guy.
but
Prop meet.
no, I remembered the cookies and my sweet fans.
Right.
Well, she's not a fan, this fucking bitch. Anyway, prop meet.
Oh, the woman who was blowing you?
Yeah. All right, what happened last week?
Last week, we kind of rode the rug for a while.
We literally wrote
That is not a
for
euphemism.
an hour.
We got really
Yeah.
close to the blip. I remember
And I think some shit's about to go down,
Also
Blaine,
hot
right?
dogs.
Talked about hot dogs.
There were hot dogs for sure.
we heard some murmuring. I yelled at the murmuring.
If only there was some sort of Tijuana brass that had some
Dan's
sort
voice
of
coming through a headphone.
comment. What's happening?
You
Oh,
can
it's
hear.
coming through here.
Yeah,
That's
Steve's not wearing his headphones, so.
You
I'll wear
fucking dumbass.
But I can hear you guys perfectly.
Oh, hi, Steve.
What a coincidence!
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy who can't stop belching into the microphone doesn't have his headphones on.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
what was I going to tell you?
It's Herb Albert and the Tijuana Wrecking Crew.
Or as I like to call it, Malo. I couldn't think of a Del Taco in time.
In the butt, Bob.
Hot.
We were rounding a corner. We
You're
were
rounding
like,
a corner. You were leaving an opening, sort of in the background, I guess. You're sort of floating down this helix spiral thing towards a blip, and you drift past an opening with a lot of blue and purple iridescent flashing lights from the underground glowing plants in there, and you get by really without a problem.
sweet. And then we see.
You're sort of drifting
The face
around.
of death.
You've picked up the pace a little bit, so maybe 5 minutes later,
Don't pick up picante sauce.
you start drifting past another
Pace
opening,
Bacunti.
Cool.
and the same thing. Just
Another weird tube.
just lights
A little weird
glowing.
shit. Anybody
things.
taking notes on what's happening and all these? No, it's lights, different lights.
There's big flashy lights a ways back there.
There was gibbering in one. Flashy
Well,
lights.
we
in
were getting
another.
really close to the blip, and then there were big flashing lights, and now I guess we're still getting closer to the blip.
Always getting closer.
The
to
blip is down, and it looks like
the blip is down.
if there's a central post, or if there's an anchor point to all of these helix things, the blip is in the middle of that,
Right,
down.
That makes sense.
Should we just smash a hole in the middle of this thing and just see if it's a shaft?
Is there a middle of this thing that we could do that to?
Gotta be.
If you
bust into?
go into one of these things and you head towards where the lights were turning on where you killed all the Darrows, if you went back to that thing, it looks like there would be some sort of central.
That's the center.
That's the center.
Oh.
They're on
I
the
got it because we're on
inside.
the outside.
When we were on that level with the
outside looking
Darrows,
in.
there was an opening towards the center.
where it
It's
all
opening
begins.
towards the center.
But there
It
hasn't been
might have
since
been an
then.
opening. You're not sure. Yeah.
So let's
I don't know. What the fuck?
let's find one without flashing lights and go on that
Yeah,
one.
Let's do that. Let's keep going down until there's another opening to the center.
All right. Another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're drifting past. You're just sort of taking it easy, staying off the ground. You don't want to get attacked, just in case. You come around. You hear some eagles.
I've been running down the road trying to loosen my load.
Got 7 women on my mind.
You come around to another opening. Same kind of thing. Just the glow, purpley blue glow of iridescent fungi.
Ooh. Shall we? Who wants to go in this one?
Sure.
Fuck it, fine.
All right.
Okay.
Nausicaa is on board. Hey, how are you feeling, Nausicaa?
I wanna get somewhere. I'm shifty. I'm impatient.
Are you still seeing weird shit?
You coming down from some stuff?
I feel like I should be at this point, but I kind of like being high.
Do you need to talk to somebody?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
But I got more mushrooms and stuff in my bag, so
Cool.
I don't think I haven't been thinking about getting that shit going again.
Okay. What do you want to do? Do you want to land the carpet and strike off on foot?
No, I want to fly.
So want to stay on the carpet?
I just want to fly. Put your arms around me, baby.
But you want to fly the carpet into the opening?
Yeah, I think we should just ride in and stay
believe I
away
can
from the
fly.
ground.
What about the sky?
Something about
Is that like too far, or do you
Excuse
think
me
you could
while
maybe
I-
like, put fingers on it?
I can touch the sky.
That's my favorite R. Kelly song, "Finger of the Sky" by R. Kelly.
Keeps on turning.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Seriously,
You
though.
go to Pierce France.
I bought a stereo.
First, make $1 million. You
Put them on me.
you sort of you change course and you head into this cavern.
Yeah.
It's a giant cylinder, a few football fields long. Just like the other ones.
I'm hitting the gas.
You notice that this one, the plants are growing not just on the bottom, but they're kind of growing up towards the
side?
ceiling a little bit.
Neat.
Yeah. And so it's
Very Hildebrandy.
yeah, it's a complete Dyson sphere tube of
Nice.
of iridescent plants.
All right. I would like to hit the accelerator and try to get to the end of this tube.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so you start drifting down the middle of this tube. Smells funky. It smells natural, not too stinky, whatever.
Stank.
And
Dank.
you start to notice that that as you're moving, there's weird glowing plants, and they all sort of lean perceptively toward you as you move through.
Weird. The
Almost
plants are
like you're in,
attracted to us.
yeah, they're almost like a cilia inside an intestine, I guess.
What if this is a giant space slug?
Leave that in.
No, leave it out.
I'll cut some plants down and see what happens.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cruise through this shit. But all right, no, it's okay.
How are you gonna do this?
And
All
bust
you
my
gotta do is
sword
jump
out,
off and fly.
sword of quickness, and just start hacking at it.
And you have a fly spell?
No, I got wings.
Oh, you got the wings.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay, go.
Hackety hack hack hack.
So Nausicaa suddenly jumps off the carpet and starts zipping around. Sword comes out, and you fly past a couple of these plants, and you just sort of zip your sword through them. And as you do, it's like cutting through an aloe vera plant. There's like plant gel inside. It's iridescent. It glows as you hit it. It sort of sprays around a little bit, but and sticks to your sword. And the plants that you hit, you see them immediately just contract in like you punched a sea anemone or something.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
I punched a sea anemone.
Anything else?
Sea anemone one time.
This
You ever
is
put
sea
your dick
anemone.
in a sea anemone?
I guess I'll collect some of this junk.
What'd you
You guys
say?
ever stick your dick in a sea anemone?
So you're gonna do what?
Till you
Collect
fucking
some of the
I
glowing
didn't
gel.
stick it
get
in.
your rocks
I
off.
kind of took my finger and
light
pushed it in.
Huh?
I pushed my dick in it with my
Collect
finger.
it.
You finger blasted a
Unless
sea
you think
anemone.
lighting
Yeah,
it's a
but
good
also
idea.
with my dick.
Oh no, I didn't know. I thought you just said light.
No,
So you're
collect.
just gonna
If
sort of
you
like
shit into a sea anemone, it'll eat it. It'll
My
close
God,
up.
guys.
I keep my
That shit's like hot dogs to sea anemones.
I keep my sea friends close and my sea anemones closer.
I'm on a sea friends diet.
Are there any sea friends?
yeah. I don't got sea friends. I got
Kill
sea
me.
family.
Is it Toretto Tuesday?
Tourette's Toretto Tuesday.
What are we doing?
Hey,
Heading further.
Nothing's happening in these plants.
He's he's chopping at him.
So
We got
you
the plants to jizz all over us.
That's hot.
you go down. You have sort of a cup or a mason jar, some sort of tin cup
Yeah,
or something, and you go over and you try to sort of dip your cup into this thing.
I just shit my
You
We're
can always tell when Brian
recording
shits his
this one in
pants
the
'cause
bathroom.
His rectum is just
ice
a glass
cubes in your
bottle. Yeah.
That just sounded so toilety, though. There's something really toilet about that.
When you do this, you sort of run your. Exactly how are you collecting this stuff?
I'm scraping it against the side of the cut, trying to get it to drip right into the jar.
Okay.
Nice.
When you do that,
I'm getting hard.
do you remember I told you the way the
Yeah,
plants were sort of following you
Yes.
as you came in? When this happens, when you touch the side of this thing, it's like you hit a wound, and this plant doubles over much faster than you expected it to.
Okay.
So roll a dexterity check.
All right. 15,
And your dexterity is what?
17.
Okay, cool. So, so you duck out of the way, but this thing just kind of knocks you. It would have kind of grabbed you almost like in half. It would have engulfed you, but you sort of fell out of the way, and you take 2 points of damage as this thing just sort of bludgeons you and hits you as it folds
this.
up.
It's a bludgeoning peony.
This was a good idea coming in here. Hey.
All right, I start attacking the plant.
You start attacking the plant, and what are you doing?
Hacking at it.
So wait, what are you doing? Like airline food bits or
like
something?
men and women are different. New York,
How,
New York versus L.A.
How far away is Nausicaa from
saying
us on the...
men and women are different
thing?
in New York versus L.A. being hacky. That meta hacky.
Do you guys ever, as I cut the plant, I'm like, do you guys ever cry while you masturbate and use the tears as lube?
What's the deal with the airplane food?
They give you this little bag of peanuts, but it's like, what is the deal with this bag and these peanuts and me talking at you for no reason, even though my irony is not worthy of this audience?
Oh, that calmed us. We're all very calm now.
Now a little song. Professional guitar player Brian Posehn.
My love, a cherry that had no stone.
I gave my love a chicken and hot dog bones. I'm glad that this is the podcast where someone finally put that song together.
Damn. What, hot dog bones chicken?
Hot
Only
dog
took
bone
a week.
We've been working on it all week. We haven't left since the last
chicken. I'm attacking the plant.
episode.
You're attacking the plant. All right. Why don't you? You don't really even need to roll to attack. Why don't you
It's
just
a
roll for some
fucking
damage?
plant.
How attacking the plant are you?
I'm so attacking the plant that I dip my balls in it. Whoa.
These the plants that you're attacking look sort of like a cross between a tree and a mushroom. They're glowing purple and green and blue, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Like a sea slug. These things are all marked like glowing sea slugs. And when your sword zips through it, it opens up and this weird gel pours out. And let me just see.
I got a 4 plus 3
A 4 plus 3.
for damage.
Okay. Sure. Where you hit, it just kind of leaks and the plant bends over. And hey, roll another dexterity check, would you please?
A 1?
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, no, that's good.
You
Yeah, in this case.
You jump out of the way. I mean, you just a reflex makes you jump back. And when you jump back, you see that the plant that you hit just hits the ground where you were like it would have been a sledgehammer. And when it does that, you see these little tentacles come out, like branches or limbs, and try to just start swatting the ground, striking the ground, almost like snake heads where you were.
Oh, fuck.
But you're out of the way, and then when it's done, it just starts to slowly go back up into the position it was.
I like it better here on the carpet.
All right, I get back on the carpet.
Let's keep flying. Get away from this shit.
Back on the carpet.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. Now we're in Eraserhead all of a sudden.
Are we okay? So are we flying down this, trying to get to the middle?
Are you flying down? Are you going to keep going down the middle of this corridor, or are you going to go back out to the hallway?
We're going down to the center.
Trying to get to the
we're
center,
gonna try to
so
punch through.
we can be directly above the blip.
Should only take 3 licks.
A 1, a 2.
3.
You keep flying down towards the other end of this thing, this structure, whatever it is.
Journey to the other end of the thing.
Yeah, the journey to the other end of the thing. And as you get to the other end, you see that these plants are getting very, very thick. And you get to the end and you see that they have completely overgrown any sort of opening. It's almost like you're just on the inside of a tube full of plants, these plants.
Let's blast through this shit.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Hammer.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Remember when we blew open a cave wall before? Let's blow open.
Hey, Hammer, please hurt him.
You're gonna have to you're gonna have to, if you're gonna use the hammer, you're probably gonna have to get some sort of anchor point, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to do the kind of hit you need from a magic carpet. I mean, you've got a fireball spell.
How about this? We got a fireball spell. I have to have a Horn of Blasting.
Yeah, we haven't used that shit.
How about we fucking horn right into the middle of this shit?
Okay.
Blast a horn.
Sounds good.
So you're blasting the horn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the Horn of Blasting, let me look this up really quickly, even though we've heard it a million times. We might have some new listeners out there in AM Traffic Land.
Welcome to the show.
Also, don't forget you have a ring of telekinesis.
Yes, and a helmet of teleportation.
Oh yeah.
You've also got a wand with a fireball spell in it. I'm sure somebody has a fireball spell, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, Winter. This season, Winter has a fireball spell.
Yeah, let's just firebomb the fuck out of this wall of plants.
That's good.
I have burning hands.
Well, magic missiles. You've got magic missiles.
Magic missiles.
Okay. So Hug pulls out this horn. He kind of limbers up a little bit, Peep Bar Beauty style. And all of a sudden, this Chuck Mangione beam just comes out of the horn. And
Chuck Mangione beam.
There's a weird...
It's the greatest weapon ever.
I hate to say there's a weird, but there is a weird...
I love when you say that.
There's an undulating... The horn blast hits the middle of where you think the wall would be in the back of this thing.
Yeah.
And the shockwave ripples out, and all of these weird plants kind of shake around. It's very underwatery. And they kind of ripple out, and tentacles fly around, and it's really gross and weird, but also transfixingly beautiful. Oh. And when the...
Is there a back to it? Can we see beyond where I've blown through, or is it solid?
When the guts and the slime and aloe vera type stuff clears away, you can see that there's a...
it's good if you have a cut.
Yeah, there's a wall back there.
Uh-huh.
It just looks like stone, but it also looks like it's convex.
Uh-huh.
You don't see an opening where you hit it, if there's an opening at all. You're not quite sure how overgrown the back of this part of this place is.
Got it. So let's try and hit it with the hammer then.
Yeah.
Hammer hurt him.
One divine hammer coming up.
All
So
right,
we'll approach that
This is
wall.
what the Hammer of Thunderbolts,
Yeah,
and this does what?
because it's a tornado.
Tornado.
Right? How come they never did that?
I don't know.
Hammer of not hurting him. Let me see where this is. Miscellaneous magic. Pants too big.
Do I throw it or do I run at it and swing it?
You can throw it. You can.
You chucked it when we broke up on the cable.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break. And we're back.
Ginger.
Marianne.
You fucking leech.
Oh man, the engineer gave you sarcastic clapping for that one.
Ugh,
Stupid.
God damn it.
Like I'm stupid. What do you want?
Oh, so I'm gonna throw this fucking
Yeah. Ham it. Throw that hammy.
hammer of Thor.
Chuck it.
Do it. Throw
Get
it.
a nice little spin going, Blaine. Like this guy Thor, and then fucking wing it.
Okay, I'm gonna since you don't have the requisite strength to do this properly, I'm gonna let you just I'm gonna let you roll an attack and give you some negative modifiers.
Oh god.
Oops. All the dice.
I puked up
All the
my
dice.
Jesus, what are you, my neighbor?
It goes to 11.
Oh, it does go to 11. So you throw this hammer, and you sort of aim it a little bit below where you think a floor would be, and there is just an explosion of goo. And you guys are covered in iridescent goo. It's very funny. It looks like you guys are in the middle of some sort of Burning Man sketch. And the hammer is just kind of down there. It didn't come back. But you do see that it cleared. When the goo stops dripping, you see that this convex thing, back wall, goes down a little bit more, and you see that there is the top of something that looks like an arch.
Oh shit.
But you also see your hammer sort of
I'll fly over and grab his hammer for him if I can.
sliding down into the goo.
Can I fly over and try and grab his hammer for him?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yes, I do.
Go over, and I need you to make a dexterity check, and I'm going to give you a -3 because it's covered in goo.
Gotcha.
Dudex.
17.
Oh,
Nice, bro.
You know what that is? It is slipping out of your hand, and it's kind of starting
Oh,
to
yeah, what is your
disappear
dex?
down into
No,
the.
that's his dex.
That's my deck.
That's
That's
his
You
dex.
matched his
Yeah,
dice.
but you had
got
a
a minus on it.
You had a minus because it was very slippery and covered with goo. It's starting to kind of just sort of sink down into the goo a little bit.
Can I grab at it again?
I will let you do that again.
But you
But
guys should
it's-
fly the rug over, and we should all try to
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go
save
for
this
it.
hammer.
Yeah,
Let's
go
help.
over and position
I'm
the
going
rug
to use a
underneath
telekinesis
Luke.
to try to raise the hammer out of the...
Oh, nice thinking.
Good answer. Good answer.
Telekinizing at the hammer.
Telekinizing at hammer. Okay. Okay, you see the hammer start to pull itself out of the Dagobah swamp.
All right.
While Mark Hamill acts like he can't believe what he's seeing, which is why he fails. The
Is
hammer,
R2 dancing excitedly on the shore?
yeah, and Kenny Baker has to pee so bad, so bad. But the hammer starts to pull out. It's heavier than you think.
Sure.
And the goo has a quicksand effect, so you can maybe keep the handle out
Yeah,
for a
I'm
little
gonna
while.
Try to grab it
as
again.
he's doing that. Try to yank at it.
And you know,
whole
heading over
carpet.
with the carpet at
Yeah.
the time too. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go over. You manage to get. You hold the carpet up. Nazca flies over and manages to get a good handhold on it. You pull it out of the goo. It's very. It's like oobleck. It's just very Dr. Seussy plant goo, and you notice after you kind of collapse back onto the rug and gather your wits that all the plants in this room are sort of aimed at you now.
Oh.
They've all they're just looking
We
at
haven't
you.
quite broken through the archway yet, though, right?
No.
Can I fire magic missiles?
If you want to, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I minus. Well,
Okay. So you fire some magic missiles. Zam, 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 zam. They fly in. A bunch more goo flies out, and you realize that you're chipping away at some more plants. And there's some sort of stone door or archway that you're piecing away at.
Excellent.
All
Let's
right.
continue to attack this area.
Yeah,
Try to
I'll
crack
for a
through.
round. I'll go over and take another big hack at it. See if I can clear more of the doorway.
Okay. Roll.
Or you know what? I'll pull out my longsword because I can take 2 swings per round,
Sorry.
Okay.
and I get a strength bonus on it.
Also,
So what do you want me to roll for attack?
Roll 2 attacks.
Okay. 16
Okay.
and 10.
Okay. So you just kind of go over and you just do a machete
I get
number.
a +2 attack for this.
That's Lost Boy song "Cry Little Sister" just got stuck in my head. Picturing her trying to get through the door. I shall not walk. No idea why.
A couple more plants getting hacked away, but not really a lot. It looks like you would need to just sort of hit this with grenades or explosions.
Yeah,
or
do you got
something to
another
clear stuff
fireball
away.
you can lob at this thing? Otherwise,
You got any more grenades?
no, we spent them all.
I
All right.
killed those a long time.
What else we got? I got the wand of 5 buttons. You can fire. One of those is a fireball. Actually, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll fireball it
Nuke it.
with my wand. Push the fireball button,
Okay.
and there it is.
I was gonna do that,
So Ken hits this thing with a fireball. This fireball brought to you by Monster Energy drink. You need to have a heart attack in your early 20s.
Sip into it.
This fireball goes off. You yell, "Fire in the hole." Everybody turns around. You get covered with more iridescent goo. And when you turn around, you see that
It's the greatest song ever. I forgot.
is that Rick Springfield?
I'm okay.
That's not the saxophone dude song, is it? No.
KG?
no.
No, in Lost Boys, the shirtless.
No, I
Burly
definitely
sex.
was being honest when I said I thought it was Kenny G.
Rick Springfield's in the last True Detective episode.
Is he?
That's right. I heard about that.
Creepy as fuck.
Oh my God! Who did he play?
Like a
Chewbacca.
plastic surgeon type guy.
What?
He's very much like Rob Lowe in the Behind the Candelabra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Vera was watching it, but I did not watch it
You didn't
because I don't want to get invested. Because I
Good.
was burned on the last episode of the last season of True Detective.
All right.
There, I said it.
Cry Little Sister by Gerard McMahon, a.k.a. G. Tom Mack.
Oh, that guy.
When the goo clears and your eyes readjust to the weird to the Spencer's Gifts lighting down here, you see that that the plants had been grown over a pile of rocks that were piled in front of whatever this door was. So it was
Some rocks.
yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to move any rocks. It looks like a huge rock formation, boulders and such.
So it's like caved in.
Yeah, it's caved in.
Well, good thing we did this.
Yeah, you wasted a lot of spells, so it was worth it. And you do notice that the plants are still sort of looking at you to the point where it's kind of starting to creep you out a little bit, and you're starting to hear some
Let's head back
weird
down. Let's.
Yeah, let's just
some
go.
weird like
Fuck this.
blorp
But we
noises.
have to get in through this part of the thing, is what I'm saying.
Well, let's look
does
for
the-
Come out
another.
and look for another entry.
Yeah, look for another hallway.
Well, these rocks, this rock wall, does it look like that's movable?
No, it looks like it's been here so long that it was overgrown with giant
Okay.
iridescent
gotcha.
funguses.
All right, okay.
So what are you doing? You're gonna just get out of this hallway?
Try to find another entrance somewhere, right?
So you start flying back towards the way you came in, and you see that the plants are watching you as you leave. And as you get towards the opening, you see that the weird funguses that were near the opening they seem taller and larger. And then, let's just see who notices. Nausicaa, you notice that you're looking at a couple of these giant fungus trees, and you see two of them get close to each other and sort of turn into one bigger fungus tree the way water droplets join up on a shower curtain. And you start to see that the way that you're getting in is becoming obscured by these giant growing funguses. So if you want to step on it, you can maybe do a Death Star and get
let's
out of
do it.
here.
Yeah.
Hyperspace.
Okay.
Hyperspeed.
Anybody want to check for Minox before you get out of here?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Let's evacuate the space worm's bowels.
3.
So my wife is cool as shit. She saw
Your
the special,
wife?
She saw the special editions for the first time. She's never seen them. She
she's
saw the
seen the
originals.
original, yeah.
She saw the originals, and she hasn't seen them since she was a kid. But we're watching the special editions with my son because he got to see them for the first time. And I could have done the other, the nerdy, I have one of them, like from a Laserdisc.
I have
the original.
HD versions of all three.
I'm sure I knew I could do that. I knew I could track them down, but I just did the easy thing.
Yeah, because you had the
But
discs,
what was
whatever.
fucking awesome is my wife totally got it. She was just like, "Oh, I get why you hated those."
Well, everybody does.
She's
They
like,
suck.
all those shots. She's like,
Yeah.
was that in the original? I'm like, nope.
Nope.
And then like the shit
Because
in
it sticks
Jedi
out right away. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that doesn't
The
seem
song
right.
in Jedi, she was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that is terrible. That wasn't in the original, right? And I go, no. And she's like, oh my God, what was he thinking? And I go, yes! Like, what was he fucking
Yub-Nub.
thinking?
I've been watching with my daughter for a project I'm working on, and she noticed, because we're watching the special editions. I'm working on getting the non-special editions, which
Right.
we'll watch later. And we watched A New Hope and that scene, and this was the one that bugged me the most. It's of all three special edition movies, it's the scene with Jabba that got put back in.
Right, yeah.
And when I was
Just horrible.
when I was a kid, I saw special behind the scenes stuff when I was a kid of that scene where it's just
Of the actor.
of the actor,
Which
Right.
makes
I
sense.
did
And
too.
it
I
made
remember
me-
It was
that.
supposed to be an actor.
right? And I thought it was cool how they cut it. I was like, good. They spent some more time. They
Right.
made Jabba into this
They're
giant
repeating
slug.
stuff from another scene.
My daughter watched that scene, and she, after the movie, the first question she had for me, because I told her you can ask me whatever you want, she was like, I love the whole thing. The one thing that really bothered me, why would Jabba keep saying my boy and be all friendly with Han Solo after he stepped on his tail like a complete jerk? She was like, he showed no respect. She was like, the stepping on his tail was the weirdest thing, Daddy. It made me forget I was watching a movie. I was like, why is this weird?
You mean it pulled her out of it?
Why is it? She was like, "Why is this mean guy from the bar stepping on this giant slug? The slug goes blue, and then they keep talking like that didn't just happen."
You think that's bad? I watch American Graffiti, where Paul LeMat steps on Mackenzie Phillips' tail.
Paul LeMat, pulling out the '70s book, looking at Paul LeMat.
Oh, yeah, he'll be in there.
Paul LeMat.
not.
He was all over the 70s, Paul.
He was in
LeMat.
Howard and Me. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
About the guy that met Howard Hughes and was in Howard Hughes' will. Turned
Is
out
he
to
in
be
the
a forger.
Stuntman? He's the lead in
No.
the Stuntman. No.
That's,
who am I thinking of?
what the hell is that guy?
Oh,
Ray
Paul LeMat.
Romano.
Yeah.
No, it's like a-
Roger Moore.
Paul LeMat was like a smaller dude, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's Han Solo in American Graffiti.
Oh, so we were gonna.
He was the guy that drove the yellow hot rod.
Remember when we were gonna escape?
He's the one who Harrison Ford races.
Right.
Yes.
Falfa races.
And then
Alpha.
and then he loses the Millennium Falcon.
Falfa is Harrison Ford's
That's
name.
hilarious.
His last name.
Hey, let's
John
escape.
Falfa. John Milner in American
John
Graffiti.
Milner.
Oh yeah.
And something Falfa. And never mind. Let's go.
I want to get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, as you're sort of getting out of this weird overgrowing fungus place, some tentacles fly up and start to scrape the bottom of your carpet, And I want each of you to roll a dexterity check to make sure that you do not fall off of this carpet.
I looked up
Made
at
it.
Steve Rail's back in this thing.
That's who. Yeah.
Made
that's
it.
But I don't know what else that guy did. He was in some stuff, but I don't remember.
Winter's Dex is amazing.
It's pretty
What.
good.
Right. Dex.
Yeah.
I like when Jerry made him, he's like, a wizard should be flexible.
This.
I'm good.
Okay. These tentacles reach up and try to grab the bottom of your carpet, and there's some weird turbulence. You manage to stay on and get out of this opening, but you look back, and it looks like all of those weird plants turned into one big water droplet of iridescent fungus, and they're sort of still looking at you as you drift out back into this
So
corridor.
let's just go.
It's the worst haunted house ever.
So you go back out, and I guess I'm just assuming that you start to continue back down.
Keep going down, looking
Do you wanna
forward.
relearn-
Better be worth it. This fucking blip better be worth it.
Yeah, we can ride and relearn.
Okay, so you guys relearn some spells. Winter, you get your magic missiles back, and I'm assuming that you have it timed so that you're drifting to the next opening of this thing. This next one looks a little brighter, a little blue and purple and green and stuff, but a little bit brighter.
Head to the wall, see if it's overgrown.
A little bit brighter.
You feel good about this one?
When you get around the corner of this one, you see that this one is a little more manicured. That there's no plants no large plants that go up under the upper half of this tube. The
getting
plants
really close to the
the
blip,
plants
too.
are still in sort of rows, even though the rows are a little.
Is there any signs of life other than the plants?
The plants are different. They don't look like the fungus that were. There's a few of those, but
anything
not a
flying
lot.
around or anything we see.
Nothing
around.
flying around that you
Yeah,
can
let's
tell.
fucking cruise to the back then.
Yeah, head to the wall.
Seems perfectly safe in
Let's do
here.
it.
It's like a toilet paper commercial.
What?
Peaceful.
Bears wiping their butts.
What the fuck is with that commercial where they challenge someone to take off their underwear and take a shit?
What?
Pants
What are
back
you
on.
talking about?
There's a fucking.
It's for Arby's. It's for the meat
It's
mountain.
a toilet paper ad. It's been running for like a bump, bump, bump. It's been running for like ever, and it's a British woman comes up to people
Arby.
and say, you're gonna want to go commando to prove that like their toilet paper works really well. How has nobody seen this?
I don't know.
You've probably seen it, and your mind just didn't accept what happened because that's what happens. She walks up to people, tells them to take a shit, don't put their underwear back on, put their pants back on,
And then show off their assholes?
and then
spread their cheeks?
Well, they do at the end. They do pull down their pants to show they're not wearing underwear
Fuck.
What the fuck?
because that's how clean. That's how clean the toilet paper gets your bungus.
It's made out of cat tongues.
Even if it didn't, you show your butt. You're showing the
It's
outside of your
fucking-
butt. You're not
it's fucking
spreading
ridiculous.
your crack for them.
Yeah. So that's
All right.
That's on TV.
Let's do this before.
The creamy crack is a lot easier to spread than the crunchy crack.
Please, let's just go to this back wall before this episode ends with us talking
All
about
right,
chocolate
I'm
starfish.
hitting the gas.
God damn it. Was Limp Bizkit playing?
Chocolate starfish and the
Hot dog
and the
water.
hot dog flavored pizza crust.
I love hot dog flavored water.
You'd be great.
Oh no.
Is if they could find a way to make hot dog flavored water out of hot dogs.
That would be awesome.
It's easy, you guys. You boil them.
Oh, okay.
It's like making a soup.
Like hot dogs.
Shut the fuck up.
You take
Let's
a
keep
bunch of
going.
hot dogs, you put it in a pot
Let's
of water,
finish the game.
boil it up, throw out the hot dogs, and drink the soup.
Let's end this game. Let's finish
This
it.
is the last nerd poker.
Oh my god,
minutes.
you guys all won.
2 and 2. What? Oh, let's take another break. Okay. And we're back.
That was great. Hey, that was a great break, you guys. Let's take another break.
Okay.
Breaking this break
Let's
was
take a
brought to you
break
by
from taking
Breaking.
breaks.
Electric Boogaloo.
That was a good break.
Breaking 2.
This break brought to you by Chili's 3. It's a Chili's 2 that's at the Burbank Airport.
All right.
All right,
Electric
cruise into the
Boogaloo.
back of this fucking tube.
You guys start to sort of drift.
Beelining.
You drift into the back of this tube, and you you notice that there must have been ambient noise in here because as you get maybe 10 yards into this thing, it gets dead silent.
Okay.
Like there was bugs or crickets or birds or some sort of
Gibbering loons.
yeah, gibbering loons. And all of a sudden it gets very, very, very quiet.
Great.
Which makes it seem even creepier when your carpet is drifting down the middle of this thing.
Right.
If you look below you, there's the bottom curve, like a half pipe full of iridescent crops and things and various.
Get out your boards, guys.
I yell, we come in the name of and the glory of Zinzarina.
Oh, you're yelling?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Okay. All right.
fucking zealot.
Oh, good. So you start yelling, and that's when shit starts coming at you, I guess.
She's very high. Well, not so much anymore.
I figure. I mean, I've been taking some mushrooms when you guys aren't looking.
That's a miss. That's a miss.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a hit.
All I said is we come in the name and the glory of Zinzarina. I
I
really don't think that's worth attacking.
We're all dead.
So Hug gets hit.
name.
Do we see what's happening?
Hug gets clipped on your leg
How?
with something almost like a rock on the end of a rubber band.
Okay.
This thing kind of comes up and clips you in the shin. Very, very, very painful, by the way.
Fucking thing.
And that does a point of damage, but it really got you on the side. It's really just painful. And when Winter starts laughing at that, he takes 5 points of damage from
That'll
a couple
teach
of
you a
these
lesson.
things. And
Winter.
hey, Winter, can you roll a dexterity check to make sure that you don't get knocked off of?
One.
He's good. He's good.
So a couple of these.
Just took
That's not
5.
a botch, though. That's a good.
You
He
took
rolled
5
under
in
his
damage.
dex.
I did.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. 20 would have been a botch.
Yeah.
So these things, they knock you down.
And they're vines?
No, they're like rocks on the end
Polos
of
or
rubber
something,
bands.
Okay.
Sling shits.
Almost like if somebody had a paddleball game.
So they're not organic life. This is a weapon.
Yeah, these are weapons. And these things come up and they knock Winter down, doing 5 points of damage. But when they knock you down, they allow you to grab the carpet and keep you from being.
All right, let's try and make a beeline for the wall.
Yep. That is my.
While that happens,
for
Nausicaa
living.
takes a hit in the shoulder from one of these things for another 3 points of damage.
It's very painful too.
Yeah, and you look
It's
down.
not just mine was painful.
It's almost like if there were giant old world chameleons with those sticky tongues. That's the way these
Yeah.
weapons are coming at you.
Weird.
It's almost like somebody is throwing these things and then they're getting retracted with these elastic things.
See if Old World Chameleons of Sticky Tongues is in that 70s book.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Okay. They better have slime in there.
But Pink Lady and Jeff.
Fucking that's all I could think about in the 70s was slime.
Yeah, slime.
Slime was cool.
It was everything. Slime with eyeballs.
It smelled great.
Slime with worms.
I liked the way it smelled, and then I didn't like the way that when it got too much cat hair in it, that I didn't want to play with it anymore.
Yeah. I once caught. Oh boy, this is a good one. I caught a kid in the bathroom fucking a can of slime.
Fuck no.
I just got the weirdest idea.
What do you mean you caught him?
I walked into the bathroom and he was in there fucking.
But when you say cop, are you like the slime police and we didn't know?
The slime police.
They live inside of my head.
Yeah,
Don't tell anyone.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, can we go back to the Slime Police song?
It's not. I mean, it's not a terrible idea.
What?
No, it's
Fucking a
not.
can of
It's
slime.
not that great.
You know, I fucked some pink slime up the other day as I got one of the double cheeseburger supersized meals.
There's nothing messier that you could masturbate.
Right. I would imagine that's kind of.
All the gross stories about
But he-
people
you know-
microwaving a hollowed out cantaloupe don't compare to fucking slime.
But he was probably 10 or 11. It was elementary.
Yeah, but if
school.
you got to learn stealth
You don't
when
have-
you're masturbating at that age. You got to learn to do it with something that's not going to leave a giant fucking pink oil spill in your
it was
pants.
during class. I think he had excused himself, and then I had excused myself, and he happened to be. I don't remember what happened. Exactly.
Fucking a
All I
can of
know is
slime.
he was fucking a can of slime.
It's genius.
The thing of all the times I just used to jerk off in a barrel of monkeys.
Pick up sticks.
Yeah, I
Did
used
you
to
see
do-
how many you could hang off of your
Yeah,
dick?
I used to try to get those kerplunk marbles out of my ass.
I just would wave my penis inside a slinky.
Don't break the ass.
By the way, Kerplunk, part of that game was sharp sticks.
Yeah.
It was fucking what? Boy, things were different, huh?
Do you ever wish it was easier to fuck a Jenga tower? Tell us more about these things we're being pelted with, Blaine.
They're coming up from the from various points in the crops underneath, or these plants.
I'm gonna fly down and try and see where they're coming from.
You're gonna fly down and see where they're coming from. So Nausicaa and her
I'll draw my sword too.
and her flying shoes and her sword, she arcs down, does a meow, peels away, and goes down to where she saw some of these things retract back into, and you see just for a second something that looks like that.
A Monty Python character. Looks
It's
like
a,
a cutout Monty Python
Holy
animation.
shit, that does not look great.
Yeah, it's just you just see a weird hunched over pile of hair with a horrible face and three glowing.
It's like if
blue
a
eyes.
yak had the face of the old gangster lady from Goonies.
Yes. If
What's that woman's name? She's in Throw Mama from the Train. What's that actress?
Owen. Shit.
if Danny DeVito fucked Danzig,
Anne.
this is what
Something.
the teratoma would
Danzig.
look like. Yeah. So and you just see
Not
one of
Anne
these things
Randolph.
looking
Anne
at you and
Randolph?
pointing directly at you when you zip down.
Oh, it's got hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's got hands.
All right, I fly back and tell them the worst thing I've ever seen is attacking us en masse.
It kind of just looks like Terry Gilliam, really.
It looks like the worst thing I've ever. That is the creepiest monster I've ever.
What is it
Yeah.
called?
Anne Ramsey.
What the hell's
I
Anne
don't know.
Ramsey?
Yeah, it's an Am Ramsey.
Thank you, IMDb.
Didn't you write Atlas Shrugged?
That's Ayn
That was a
Ramsey.
full Muttley, by the way.
It was totally Muttley.
Oh, stop that pitch.
I'm definitely flying back to the garbage.
Okay. As you do it, there's some things zip up around you.
All right.
They miss you. You got very
All right.
fortunate.
Should I turn
tell
around
them
or keep
sentient
going?
death yaks are coming after
Turn
us.
around.
No, let's fly to the wall. I mean, it's now or never. I say we fly to this wall. We try
All
to
right,
get. We
let's
see
go.
if there's a door.
Step on the gas.
These things are also sentient, so
Step on the gas.
Yeah. Okay, so you
on
get
the
back
drift
on.
gas.
You get back up. You grab a hold of this carpet and you sort of shift it into. You do the Mad Max thing where you just get behind him and you hit the nitrous. You start moving towards the
chrome
back.
it,
Yeah, and
fang it.
you
That's what
spray-
Furio says. Yeah.
You spray your mouths with chrome. You head towards the back wall,
Valhalla.
and
God damn, that movie's so good.
as you
Let's
get
go see it right
it's
after
still
we're done
good.
here.
I would.
Are
When
you
you-
kidding me? Let's do
when you get back towards when you start getting back towards the back of this thing, you see that the wall is a wall. It's not overgrown with anything.
smash it.
So that's good.
But you also start to see the thing that you saw. A bunch of them start to jump up like fleas, and there's I don't know. Maybe a dozen of them that you can make out, but they all just start sort of jumping up from the plants below, and they all go.
How many of them would we say are here?
A dozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can
Total?
you can see a dozen. Yeah, and they're in various altitudes from their jumps, but they've all When you started to
friends.
move, they zeroed in on you. They saw you when you flew back, and they're all starting to jump up to throw things at you. Anyway, that's it.
God damn it.
Oh, what a bunch of dicks.
Tune in next week when they all die.
Those fuckers?
Yeah, we're going to kill the shit out of them.
Yeah, they don't have a chance.
We're going to chop the ugly off of them.
Let's call it anybody want to plug anything?
I want to really quick plug some cool dudes that let me do a thing to promote my Indianapolis dates. There's this group called Crit Confirm. They do live. They play. What's that? What is? I just talked about it. It's Pathfinder.
All right.
They play live Pathfinder, and then you can if you donate money to a charity, they let you do stuff like give people health potions or new weapons.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, Crit Confirm, super cool. Thanks for letting me play.
You should totally steal that idea.
Those guys. Yeah.
July 16th, one of my only other gigs in July. I'm at Pabst is doing a music festival up in Portland, Oregon.
Hey, and remember, those who
rad.
those who forget the Pabst.
So I'm at the Pabst Music Festival. I will be at Douglas Fir on that. It's
Nice.
That place is murder.
It's a great club. It's a great
Such
club
a cool room.
in Portland. There, I'll be at Douglas Fir on the 16th.
Hey, I'm
And
gonna.
then I will also be at Montreal this year and
groovy.
the Toronto
great.
Comedy Festival. So
Oh,
see you in Montreal.
yeah, and see your special, right?
Yeah,
This
oh,
is the
yeah.
last plug for your special.
No, that was last week.
Oh, so your special already happened? Congrats.
Yes, it went so well.
That was great.
Me and John Ray were terrific.
Oh yeah, and there's
Motorhead Cruise.
There's this really great comic
Yeah.
named Cody Melcher. Look him up on Twitter and stuff. He's starting a comedy festival just for nerdy shit. So maybe Chicago? Yeah, Chicago. So look him up, Cody Melcher, great guy. You can learn more about his comedy festival.
Hey, I'm going to be announcing a roller derby for the Derby Dolls on July 11th at their new location. Go to derbydolls.com for information. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I'm doing press at Comic-Con, and Comic-Con already happened.
I'm doing bench press at
You
Con-
did press.
And I'm announcing I started a movie, but it's the first time I've ever done this. It's an indie movie called Uncle Nick.
Oh, wow.
It's coming out in December, but we're starting to do press now, so you
wow.
can find the trailer. Look up Uncle Nick, and
Cool.
it's on YouTube. It's me and Paget Brewster
Wow,
and
nice.
a couple of Scott Adsit. Missy Pyle.
Missy Pyle, yeah.
Sure.
No, I remember when you
Fucking
guys were
hilarious
shooting that.
cast, and they make me look good.
Groovy.
Uncle Nick, thanks, guys.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com